Welcome back, dude and dudettes, to another wild episode of Send It Mate. We're here to talk about all things hunting and outdoors. And today, we've got something that'll keep your gear running smoother than a dingo's getaway.
That's right. Our show is brought to you by High Caliber, the gun and knife oil company that knows how to keep your firearms and blades in tip-top shape.
High Caliber is like the secret sauce for hunters, anglers, and outdoorsy folk everywhere. It's like the magic potion that makes your gun and knives happier than a dog with two tails.
You know, guys, I've been using high caliber oil for a while now, and let me tell you, it's the duck's nuts. My rifle practically sings a lullaby when I take it out hunting.
And speaking of lullabies, ever tried sneaking up on a deer with a squeaky gun? It's a prime way to end up with no venison in the freezer. You'll be hungrier than a vegan at a bacon festival.
Absolutely. But with High Caliber oil, your gun will be quieter than a ninja in moonlight. You'll be stalking your prey with the grace and stealth of a mountain lion.
High caliber doesn't just keep things quiet, it also prevents rust and corrosion, so you won't find your gear looking like it spent a season at the bottom of a creek.
That's right, and for you knife enthusiasts out there, High Caliber has got you covered too. Your trusty blade will slice through anything smoother than butter on a hot biscuit.
So, folks, don't let your gear become a rusty, squeaky mess. Head on over to highcaliber.com.au and grab a bottle of their oil today.
And if you use the code SENDITMATE at checkout, you'll get a special discount. I say again, use the code SENDITMATE for all your oil slick, stealthy hunting needs.
Thanks to High Caliber, you'll be sending it in style and silence.
So, gear up, oil up, and send it, mate. High Caliber, the ultimate oil for the ultimate hunter.
Konnichiwa!
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How goes it, everybody out there in Radio Land? Well,
Who put Ryan on intro?
Yeah.
I'm on intro. I can
We
say
regret
whatever
it
the fuck I want,
every
bitches.
time.
He's even wearing his fucking sunglasses.
I am. Because I wear my sunglasses at night.
Did you do like a hit or something, a bump before you come here?
No, but I definitely look like I do. I'm not wearing any shoes. I'm wearing sunglasses inside and my hair is undid.
Crack addict comes to mind, that's for sure.
Well,
And it is 8 p.m.
I'm a crack addict barely holding themselves together. I think that's what I am right now. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 16?
Correct.
Yes.
Season 3,
Season
episode
3,
16.
Episode 16. We have whoa, have we got an episode for you, ladies and gentlemen, by popular demand. The man, the legend himself, none other than Poida. Round of applause, please. Round of applause.
Hey.
How you going, Poida?
Yo! Oh, no.
Yo,
I mean, a few words, but very, very
why do
deep
I
words.
feel instantly embarrassed?
I think we're going to get an insight into why you are the way you are.
So
We already know, but
for those playing at home, Poida's my father. So
Poida. We had so many people asking for Poida to come. We talk about you all the time on the podcast, mate. So we have people from all over the country and, in fact, potentially the world. I don't even know.
yes,
if
the
any of those
world.
guys-
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was like, man, I wish I was that famous.
internationally renowned dad of Josh.
I kind of hope old Chrissy in the States listens to this.
Oh, I'm sure he will. It's been a while between drinks.
It has.
When's the last time you saw him in person?
Oh, 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Actually, Poida was there. We were kicking out the pub with him, having a beer.
Yep.
Yeah. Dad had his 2-drink limit before he was fucking cut.
I'm never going to live that down, am I? Never going to live that down.
Wasn't even driving.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Wasn't walking either, by the way.
Oh, he was crawling.
Snoozing.
Yeah, Dad was sleeping.
Oh, well, it's good to make this happen finally.
Well, why don't we just jump straight into it?
Shall we get the questions out of the way? The 10? What are we going to do?
Well, it's a bit unusual because although we've had family on the podcast before, this is immediate family, so it feels kind of strange. And Dad definitely has stage fright Like when he's pissing at the urinal. Urinal.
The urinal?
Fuck. Urinal.
Like your mouth does before it says a word.
I know, Josh, you're a bit nervy, mate. You're a little
He
bit.
might.
He's nervous for what I might say. You know?
Yeah. Or we can have some harsh truths come unfold in this episode here.
Anything can happen, man, because Dad's cut already.
I mean, pre-recording, we didn't do something that we normally do, which is ask our guests if there's anything they don't want us to talk about.
Well, that's because
We should
nothing is
probably
off
ask
limits here.
Look, if he wants to tell all the listeners that when I was a baby and came out, I had a 6-foot dick straight up, yeah, good.
I am leaving that alone.
He's a wise
Needless
man.
to say, the nappies had to be handmade.
It was from a time when people had cloth nappies as well. And I think
I thought you were going to say 6-foot dick.
No. Anyway, I think what we should do is do the 10 questions, and then we can do the special little reveal that you want to do.
Yeah,
Or we can just do that right now. I don't know.
No, look, I think because it sort of coincides with the last question, actually.
Yeah.
And we can sort of do a bit of a segue into the bit of show and tell that we will all get to see, but none of you will.
Yeah, I think you picked up my train of thought there. So, all right, let's fire away with our 10 questions, Poida.
right.
Where are you from?
Adelaide.
Yeah, born
You got to remember
Okay.
that he knows where you're from, but everyone listening doesn't.
I was born and bred in Adelaide.
Okay, you've never lived anywhere else, just Adelaide.
I have lived overseas for a time when I was studying in New Zealand,
Okay,
in Lower Hutt.
there you go. This is the sort of embellishments that we like on this podcast. What were you studying?
I was actually over there in Bible college studying in my room had a window that opened directly south, and there was nothing between it and the South Pole. And we used to have the window
It was a
open all the
black
time.
void.
And everyone just complained about it was cold, would come straight up the South Pole, straight into our bedroom and out into the rest of the study. They didn't like that.
So sounds riveting.
It was chilly, boy. It was chilly.
Nature's aircon.
That's right.
I only get to hear snippets of your life in New Zealand, actually. What was your best memory whilst you were over there, living over there?
Well, apart from proposing to my wife, the other best memory was making.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Josh's oldest sister.
3 of them. Sorry.
Well done, Ron. He's witty tonight.
No, the best memory was we used to make ginger beer, and we had some fun.
It was non-alcoholic
Except-
because it was at fucking Bible college.
No, if you know how to make traditional ginger beer, it does become a little bit alcoholic, but not enough to make you sing.
You're making bootleg at Bible college.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's swinging grog.
The real funny story about that was one night we had there was a little outhouse, and we used to put all our apple cider. Sorry, what was it?
Fucking ginger beer.
Ginger beer out in the little outhouse, on top of the little outhouse, where it's a nice bit sunny because it's very cold over there, and it would start to work away and all that sort of thing. Anyway, one night we had this screech. Next minute, the car comes over the bridge straight onto the outhouse, and guess what happened? All our ginger beer was going off all over.
And you got busted.
We got busted.
He got busted.
Yep.
Busted selling bootleg
Bootleg
grog
ginger beer racket ended.
in Bible college.
Wow.
Oh, fucking hell. Did you do any hunting while you were over in New Zealand?
Not then. I went there over before. I've been to New Zealand before, and I went over there with my grandmother, and I went hunting in the North Island on property there. We went rabbit shooting and goat shooting. Yep.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm telling you, some of those little billies take a lot to bring them down.
Oh,
I like it. There you go. I learned something new tonight.
You knew Dad went to Bible college?
Yeah, not in New Zealand.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't know that.
I thought it was common knowledge.
There you go.
No. I mean, I knew your dad was bootlegging, but I didn't know it was in New Zealand at Bible college.
He's going to go to sleep tonight now, thinking the popo is going to come and rest. Slinging in the prohibition. Fuck. Dad, you old as fuck.
I'll just deny it all.
It's not just a river in Egypt, eh?
Oh god! All right. What is your favourite food?
Venison. Cooked anyway.
Anyway,
Yep.
he's he didn't like the sausages too much. The first lot of snags we did with the samba.
Hang on. For those out there, I'm going to have to put the record straight. Joshua decided that he was going to put some chili in his sausages.
Yeah.
The only thing you could taste was the chili. You couldn't taste anything else.
Do you know, I can relate. I actually agree with you. Your sausages were shit, Josh.
Fuck off. I don't see you with any snags.
Do you realise my girls were 4 at the time and they ate them? Those sausages, if I remember, we just didn't know what mix, so we didn't have enough fat in there and probably a touch too much chili.
Yeah, I think the chili to fucking meat ratio was.
But you know what? Actually, all falling aside, I did actually enjoy your sausages. I quite enjoy every time you give me your sausage, Josh. I've got your sausage in my freezer right now. But I think if it didn't have the chili in it, it wouldn't have been good at all, I don't think.
No, I had some last night. I had some of his sausages, the second lot with chili in them. They were just
I'm talking about
nice.
the first lot. Because the
Yes.
ratio that you had, the chili is what gave it its flavour. I think that because of the first batch that you did.
First batch was samba that we shot in Big High Country. This latest batch was red deer from Southeast.
Yeah, and that's
that I shot.
schmick.
Yeah,
They're good. But
Yeah.
Hainsey knows what the hell he's doing, so
fucking oath.
he helped us out there, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So
It's not like trying to work it out.
no, he's got it down to a
He's
fine
definitely
art
got it
now,
down.
I think. So
Let me rephrase. I like anything that's meat.
Mate.
Okay.
He's like, see,
So
this
many
is
jokes
where
that could
I
be
come
made
from.
there.
I'm not eating that vegan stuff. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What do you think about vegans, Dad, and cyclists? Please.
Well,
What do you think about vegan cyclists that drink their soy cappuccino latte up lofty on a Sunday?
Dad would drive up to my place.
I
he was
hated that drive.
he'd swear and curse the whole way. You ever heard Dad swear?
No, I don't.
Neither have I.
That's it. He will hold it in, but he'll be like, "Oh, those wankers!" Just like, "Oh, just spit it out, Dad."
Fire trucking.
Fire toe.
oh god.
Can we just what is your favourite curse word, Poida?
Be wanker.
I don't have one. I don't curse.
If
Fuck off.
what is your favourite?
I don't.
What is your favourite?
He doesn't. He has a repertoire of sayings.
What is your favourite exclamation?
Oh,
in
my
lieu of
favourite
swearing?
saying. Oh, right. I've got to think for a minute. Hang on.
Nah, this is an easy
I
one.
think stagger me.
Yeah, stagger me.
Stagger me.
Stagger me.
That's a good one.
It's the fucking fish shit one.
Oh, that's bollocks. That's codswallop. Codswallop or bollocks.
Actually, that's you frequent the codswallop.
Codswallop, yeah.
Yeah, that's codswallop. Yeah, that's true.
I'd always know when I was in trouble because he would like say my full name. He'd be like, "Josh Wallop," and then that's it.
What's
I
your
knew
middle
I
name?
wasn't shit. Oh, fucking Philip John.
Philip. Oh, that's right. You got two middle names.
Yeah, because
Like the
twice
French,
as
the
better.
French style too. Philippe Jean.
Philippe
Philippe Jean.
It's not hyphenated. It's two separate words.
It will
Actually.
be hyphenated.
How the hell did you come up with my sister's name? Actually,
Which
Shannon
one?
Marie. That's hyphenated. Where did Marie come from?
I'm sorry. I've known you for how long, and I didn't know Shannon's name
was gonna
was
say that.
hyphenated first name.
Yes, Shannon Marie.
What? Shannon Marie.
Like I've just assumed that was her middle name.
I mean,
Who are you?
for starters, we don't live in the fucking 19 fucking hundreds anymore. But
Or do we?
Shannon Marie.
Yeah. So,
Where did it come from? You haven't asked the question.
well, Shannon can be a boy's name and a girl's name. But a lot of people see it
Every
as a
name
boy's
can be a boy's name and a girl's name these days, mate.
I'd beg to differ. but
Even
we won't go
Josh.
there. Yeah. We won't go there.
Ryan is
Yeah,
definitely
Ryan's a
in his-
girl's name as well as a boy's name.
Yes. But that's why we put the Marie on the end of it, so that she wouldn't be teased.
Oh, right.
Oh, so he
And-
feminized it.
And the Shannon comes from there's a river called Shenandoah. Oh, that's a song, but there's a river called Shannon. I think it's in Ireland. I think. Don't get me wrong. That's probably going to cause you to get a whole lot of people saying it's not in.
We don't fact check anything we say.
People
we
know. We don't fact check.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they take it with a
So
pinch of salt.
we called it after.
Well, at least we hope they do.
We tell people to do their research, their own research actively.
There you go.
Sweet. All right. What was your first job, Poida?
My first job, fitter and turner. I went in as a I went to. My trade was working as a fitter and turner at Kelvinators.
Can I ask what happened to you at Kelvinators?
I had a ton and a half fall on me,
On what?
Of ton and a half of what?
a steel in the shape of a die. For those out there that don't know what a die is a piece of steel that has got a form in it that you, in my case, they pumped plastic in it and it formed the bridge between the outside of a fridge and the inside of a fridge, and it was a little like a U-shaped piece, but it was 9 feet long and about 3 foot wide.
Where'd it fall on you?
Well, it came across my chest, and I held on to one end. The other end slipped off and hit the ground, and then it slid down and nearly severed my right foot off.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So
You'd
then-
say you're lucky you didn't die.
No, I'm lucky I still have a foot. They actually said to my father took the phone call and he said Dad got it mixed up, and he said, and he thought they'd said I'd severed my foot off. I hadn't. I had a compound fracture of it, but it was just hanging on there.
Ouch.
How old were you?
This is straight out of school, or
No, when I left school in intermediate. My father came one night.
They didn't have classes back then.
what? Like, none of us know what that means.
Intermediate.
What does that
That's what would be the
Like
equivalent
year
now.
10? Well,
Yeah, you're about year 10.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he said, "Pack up, boys." I said, What? And he said, "You're leaving school. You're going to start work." So he got us a trade. Had I been 5 minutes earlier, I would have been a shipwright. That would have been the end of. I would have been a shipwright for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you would have been a drunken sailor.
What's a shipwright?
Person who builds boats.
Ah, a boat builder.
Yes. Thank you. For you landlubbers. For you landlubbers, yeah.
Settle down, Bob.
For those playing at home.
Shipwright.
Yes.
Actually, your dad built boats.
Yes.
And he did an amazing job.
And I helped him build them, all of them.
So you ended up being a ship left anyway.
Well, not quite, but yeah.
Shit left. You're a shithead.
God.
Oh, dear.
I like it. All right. Poida, if you could trade places with anyone in the world, who would that be?
I don't have anyone that I would trade places with.
Really?
Not even for a day or a week, or just to
No.
experience their life,
No,
change the course of history?
no.
That's 2 people in a row that we've had. I think we might need to change that question.
I think there's just 2 people that like their lives.
That's right.
I was definitely leaning into some weird question being replaced. Then.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's the boring answer, but
See, I tried politics. Didn't get anywhere in politics. I actually
know you tried
ran for the state.
You ran for state politics?
Yeah.
When was that?
1902. Fuck, these jokes are going to come
But that's a long time ago, and I can't tell you.
1902 was a very long time ago. Who was in Parliament then?
Oh, Bob Hawke, mate.
Before his era.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what made you want to get into politics? Did you really want to make a difference?
Well, I thought what was going on at the present moment. I thought, no, I can do better than
If
that.
only you had a crystal ball to look at what's going on now. Oh, fuck.
You'd be like, fuck this. Go and live in Canada in the bush.
Yeah, so I ran for it. Didn't get anywhere. My wife did better than I did. But,
Were you running against your wife?
no, she ran in also, but in a different area.
Oh, what a match that would have been.
That's fucking super weird. I didn't even know you ran for politics.
Yes, I did. I only did once. Brenda did it twice.
Oh, did
she ran
Brenda
Elizabeth.
get in?
No, she caused the Labor Party to spend heaps in the area that she ran because she gave them a good run for their money, and they were spending something like $60,000 extra in there.
Wow.
And that was a safe Labor seat.
And this is what, however long ago. So that's a lot of money back then.
Well, that would have been in the 1970s,
1970s.
No, I remember putting mum's posters up when I was a kid.
You were.
Sitting in the car and your mum,
Yeah,
mum had those corkboard posters.
Yeah, but you didn't put them up.
No, I mean, sit. Oh,
You were
fuck, I was
present,
an
but you didn't do any
infant.
work.
Yeah, I just sat there in the car, being locked in the car with the window cracked.
Absolute,
So that is-
absolute
that
rubbish.
is
Absolute
fine to
rubbish.
do
You
with
were
children.
As long as they've got a corkboard.
And a cracked
I
window.
mean, to be fair, it was a van. There's a bit more space for you to move around.
To be fair, Joshua really dramatises things a bit.
Oh, settle down.
Oh, are you
champ.
saying he puts a bit of mayo on?
Bit of mayo,
Settle
bit of
down,
sauce.
Settle down.
I remember doing that when my mum ran for. I can't even know how many campaigns my mum's done, but I used to have the ute with the signs, and we'd had it down to a system. You know how like you drive through and they had the light poles,
Yep.
and you put you back the ute up. You had one person to hold the sign, the other person would whip around with the zip ties, drop down off the ute, take it and back off, and then fuck off before anyone had a chance to complain to council.
Yep.
And
Yeah, wow. Meanwhile, I was going around with your old man and a ladder and a van, which incidentally had your mum plastered all over the side of it.
a picture of my mum.
A picture.
not my-
Please qualify
I mean,
that.
my parents had their problems, but I mean, really.
Anyway, all right. Well, we're not getting far with Peter trading places with anyone, so he sounds pretty happy.
Yeah, I am.
You wouldn't do it like, I don't know.
Oh, I wouldn't mind being a millionaire at least once, but you know.
Would you be Oprah for a day?
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no.
You can pick a better millionaire
Yeah.
or
I
billionaire.
would totally be Oprah for a day and just fuck shit up. I'd
Just ruin her reputation in one day.
absolutely ruin her reputation. In
You
one
have
day.
just given me a mental image and I'll be traumatized for the rest of my life.
Good God, Oprah, man. Seriously?
Yeah, man.
All right. I think
What
we
about
should-
Ellen? Would you beat Ellen?
I am Ellen.
we get off
Ellen
daytime
with a
talk show
beard.
host.
Oh, he's got the walk as well.
Please never do that again, Dad. What the fuck? Oh, shit.
What was that? I wish we were filming this.
That's excellent.
All right, well, let's move on. We know the answer to this one. Do you have children?
Yes. 4.
4. So as you mentioned before, you have Josh and he has 3 older sisters.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think that's
Which one's your favourite?
I don't have a favourite.
Fuck off. Which one's your favourite?
I don't have a favourite.
Wrong answer.
not even the only son.
Put it this way, I spend most of my time with my son because the others are all married.
And I like shooting.
And I like
you
shooting.
and-
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I gotta say, when I was a kid, you were off doing many, many things. And it wasn't until I got into shooting that we actually grew our relationship. Did you realise that?
Yeah, I realised that.
Yeah.
It was actually when you went to cadets and I went along to cadets with you.
Yeah. And then
That's
that
right.
progressed into hunting. And
That's right.
before
But then-
that, I was locked in a car with the window cracked.
Don't believe everything that comes out of his mouth. You know, sometimes I say, Josh, go and get a tissue and wipe the dribble off.
Nah, Josh was mostly locked in a bathroom before he got a belting.
No, that's what my father used to say. He'd say, go to the bathroom. And I'd
Dad-
go there and he'd wait, and I'd be there, and he'd wait 10 minutes, and I'm sitting there shaking like a leaf, and he'd come in and he'd say, bend over, whack.
See, Dad
I was there.
blacks
I remember
out.
this.
Yeah.
I remember this. I remember this. I was there for that.
Dad blacks out. He's like,
Oh,
I don't do that.
come on.
He gets the rage. Blacks out by the rage.
There was a Joshua bathroom.
Yeah, it was a Joshua, leave your sisters alone.
I actually remember one time he used to say to me as a kid, he'd be like, oh, kids are seen and not heard. And then he'd make me sit on my hands at the dinner table. So
not.
I wouldn't fidget.
Not.
She did.
That's where you learned that weird sitting on your hand skill that you have,
Yeah.
which you put to other uses later on.
Yeah, it feels like someone else is feeding you.
Anyway, let's get back to shooting.
From the anus? What?
Now I'm lost. All right.
Yeah.
We're getting back to shooting and your relationship blossomed.
For those playing at home that laughed at that, I appreciate you.
But the rest of us don't.
Pretty much. Anyway, we don't have a favourite, but as Josh was saying, you developed a bit more of a closer bond around shooting. And
Yeah, that's right. I started shooting when I was 6. I used to go up to my uncle's place rather, up in Tarlee, and my grandfather had bought my father a Bruno Mod 2 22, And on the way back or on the way up there, we used to stop by one of the creeks, the bridges that goes over one of the creeks. We used to go down the creek bed and shoot. And that's the first time I ever shot a rifle at 6. And my twin brother and myself were there, and I was the only one that cracked the bottles, shot the bottles.
Yeah.
My brother didn't. So, that's where I became a good shot from then on.
Both of your other brothers are so uncoordinated.
Well, Scott wasn't. Scott never came out to us then. That Scott was a little bit, further down the track.
Scott,
before.
your twin, or is he not?
No, Scott's Tony's my twin. The one that doesn't look like me, yet we're supposed to be identical.
Oh, no. As he's getting older, he's starting to look like you. He is. Yeah.
Hang on. I've got hair.
Tony's got hair. As he's getting older, he's starting to look like you.
At some point, you have the same hair colour, white.
No, his is salt and pepper. Mine's white.
All right.
And then I went to cadets at school at King's College, and I got my cross rifles with a Bren gun. Down
This
at
is
the
like conscription era, man.
I reckon, yeah. Wow.
Brett, now you're talking about a rifle. This thing's as heavy as a lump of lead. I mean, it would be at least over 20 kilos, 20 pound rather. Anyway, this thing had 2 barrels. You assigned a person with you who carried your barrels and extra rounds and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I shot it down at the old military range down there at Gilman. There's an old range down there. And I was, and in fact, the day we went down there, I'm shooting this off. They actually stopped the whole range and they said, "Who's on target so-and-so?" And they counted down and said, "Me." It came to me. They said, because he's putting them in the same hole at 200 yards.
It's quite a hard feat with an automatic weapon, actually.
Oh, not with that thing, it wasn't.
Yeah, don't undersell yourself, mate. It is definitely a difficult thing. But
I'm noticing one difference between you two.
at least you got a second.
Modesty.
Oh, mate, he got a second man to carry his shit. Fucking hell.
You need a second man to carry you.
Anyway, yes.
Because I'm so big.
So,
All right, we'll just keep it rolling. The most dangerous thing you've ever done, Peter.
Oh, God. Gone to work?
most dangerous thing I ever did. I had my brother and I. We had my father, and we'd helped him build a international keelboat, which is a 30-foot sailing vessel, no motor. You sail it onto the moorings, you sail it off the moorings, and we were out racing this particular day, and we put the spinnaker up, pushed the pole out on the bottom of the spinnaker to get the spinnaker out, so the air would fill it up in a big balloon sail in the front. Next minute, the top of the spinnaker ends up on the deck because someone hadn't attached it right to the cable. So they said, "Right, up there, boy." So I'm elected, so I'm climbing up. Would have been 30, 40 feet up in there. I got past the second spreaders. I was just about 6 foot from the top, and my brother and whoever was in there, I don't think it was my younger brother, it was some other guy that was on there, they started running backwards and forwards across the boat. So the mast is going like this, really, an arc, or would have been travelling, between 30 degrees one way to 30 degrees the other way from centre.
Holy moly.
And while they're up there, and of course, once you get up there, to get weights on the mast, that's going to even make it even
counterbalance.
Trying to, and so I came down, and we headed back in, and in the calm waters, because it was also blowing. There was a bit of a swell, 5 foot swell or something like that. So that's all helps to make the mast even more moving when you're up there. And anyway, we got into the calm waters behind the breakwater, and Tony said, "I'll go up there." I said, "Right." And I said, "And I'll give you exactly what you gave me." And he said, "You do that, and I'll throw you overboard." We weren't allowed to do what they did to me.
Should have fucking thumped him, mate.
No, I didn't do that.
Quick fucking punch to the head.
Was there any promises of, like, if you fall, we'll catch you, or you'll just fall in the water or anything like that? Or
Catch you.
No.
Catch you. Catch.
Like, he's up in the air.
you're
Like,
gonna-
if he falls,
You would have been how high?
he said
40
40
feet.
40 feet. You're going to catch a person from 40. Can you?
Well, he's a
It would
child.
be it would be splattered on the deck.
He's a child.
No, I'm not. I was in my teens then.
You're in your teens.
Can we run this? Actually, we should get that YouTube channel, How Ridiculous, to get them to throw a baby doll or a childlike doll off of a 40-foot tower and you can catch it.
You mean with
Can you think about that?
They could have had catching nets. I don't know.
maybe.
They could have had a
we
fucking
didn't have-
trampoline, Josh.
No, it was a single hull, so there wasn't any netting.
I'm still confused as to what a spinnaker is.
Spinnaker.
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 It's a big bullet. You've seen off racing off the out of harbour down there in West Beach and that sort of thing, and they got this big colourful sail that sits out the front, real big colourful sail.
I believe that's the aft sail.
No, that's the foresail.
Oh, the foresail.
That's the foresail. Spinnaker sail.
Foresail. How many of them sell?
I don't know.
Don't laugh at his shit. Fucking hell.
Poida and I share one thing in
You
common,
have an accord.
and that is a great sense of humour.
No, well, the reason I ask is because I'm just trying to imagine, like, whoever says, go up this 30, 40 foot.
Well, you had to go up there to get the shroud back, the halyard back, to put it on, bring it down the deck, so you could put the sail.
So you're not, like, attached at all. You're just climbing up there.
When I was sailing with my father on another boat, and we always had one rule: one hand for yourself, one hand for what you're doing. We're sailing off of the Port Stanvac on a Dogger class, which is a 32-foot yacht built like a splinter. At the bow, there would have been less than 3 feet for two people to stand in there, and we had a spinnaker, which is 900 square feet, and it used the sheeting position of the. We had not a spinnaker. We had a 900 square feet Genoa, and it used the sheeting position of the spinnaker. So the halyard from the bottom of the triangle sail came right back to the turnbuckle on the right at the aft on the stern of the boat, and then came up to the winch. And we were the fastest point of sail, which is the wind at 90 degrees, and we were sailing off a 20-foot high wave, bang, down the bottom. 2 more waves, and then we sailed off another one, bang, down the bottom. And we were ordered my brother and I were ordered to take the sail off. So we went forward. We had no safety harnesses, no nothing. Taking this sail off was a pain in the butt because you don't want to get it filled up with water, because you get filled up with water, it broaches, and that brings the mast down and causes all sorts of troubles and that sort of thing. So it took us half an hour to get this sail down and stowed below decks. Then we were ordered to reef the mainsail. The mainsail looked like a pocket, looked like someone had put their handkerchief out and put it on the mast and on the boom. And then we came back to the cockpit, and my father ordered us below decks to be strapped in our bunks below decks because it was so bad. And that's the first time I've ever seen him put a safety harness on himself.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
that was
all I'm
interesting.
picturing is like Moby Dick.
I had the same vision, but like
Just like an old geezer there with a fucking spear going, "Rah!" swearing and cursing in the rain.
picturing your old man Peter looking like you, just with a massive beard.
No.
and being commanding.
He was clean shaven.
Lower the mainsail.
He used to command lower the mainsail and ready about Leo, and you had to get down in the water to undo the.
He did have
winch.
a peg leg though.
He did have a peg leg.
No,
No.
he didn't have a peg leg.
I mean,
Oh, that would.
He used to have his Dutch courage though.
Oh, everyone has their Dutch courage.
right. Well, I've got 2 things in response to that. Firstly, you're a nautical man. So following up on last week where Josh was trying to work out what the name for the person who beats the drum at the front of the boat is called.
It's Coxman, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go. Okay. Confirmed.
the coxswain.
I'm asking because we got to the end of that episode and we're like, we don't know.
I told you.
A cox.
I told you.
It's is it a
Yeah.
coxman?
Coxman. What is it?
The cox.
The coxman.
And I'm not, that leaves itself to open to a whole lot of, yes,
No, I'm just
innuendos.
I'm just thinking about it, man. What are you thinking
Cock
about,
banger.
Dad?
You think about cocks. And secondly,
swinger.
the best I can relate to climbing a mast that's
Schlongo.
swinging around in the breeze is looking at Josh spilling red wine on his white t-shirt. Which is why he's currently swearing.
Oh, I thought you were like,
Lactating.
I thought your arm was seizing or something because you had this reaction like you're in immense pain, but you just got a drizzle of.
At least
wine.
I go to sleep. Josh can't hold his liquor.
Hey, zinger.
Josh has trouble getting it in.
At least it
He's
wasn't on
liquor
my
too.
couch. It was on you.
Sorry, keep going, Caleb.
Thank you. I have a story from when I was a young man.
Oh, here we go.
6 or 7.
Oh,
And I got a ball stuck up a tree quite high, and this tree was unable to be climbed. So Dad, in his infinite wisdom, decided that he'd get one of those A-frame ladders that you then extend up and then lock it in. And he said, all right, I'll hold it, you climb the ladder. So he's holding this ladder. I'm like 6 or 7, climbing a ladder that he's just holding. It's not leaning against anything at the top. The branch was too high. So I've like climbed the first half of the
waving in
ladder
the breeze.
and then got to the second half of the ladder, and like, because it's not leaning against anything, it's just like flapping. So I'm trying to hold on and climb up towards this ball while Dad's holding it. That is fucking trust.
You're not wrong.
And then he's like, I'll catch you if you happen to fall.
Best of British luck. Let
So-
me know how that worked out for you.
I would have been at least at the top of it, probably 3 or 4 meters in the air. Oh, not 3. No, at
At
least
what
4.
stage did you turn and say to your dad at the start and be like, you get up the fucking ladder?
I'll catch you.
I mean, there's no way I was holding him.
No, that's right.
Why didn't you just get a stick?
It just didn't work. I don't know. Like, you're 6. You trust what your dad says.
Maybe your dad was just fucking with you.
I don't know. I can sort of relate actually because when I was away with Tex a couple of years ago now, he got his drone stuck in the top of a pine tree. I went to climb the top, and I was getting like right up to the tip of the pine, and it started getting thinner and thinner and thinner naturally, and I'm swaying in this breeze. It's
terrible.
I'm like, oh fuck, and like I feel like 15-year-old Josh would have been like, stop being a pussy. And just get up there. And I had to take a moment. I was like, oh shit.
Were you like, oh, it's so high and I've got splinters and it's cold up here?
No, it's just like, oh, fuck, this could end badly. Where, like when you're younger, you're just like, no, I'll get it. Whatever.
Yeah, well, and I trusted Dad. Like, he said, oh, you'd catch me. I'm sure he would have. But I'm assuming you climbed the tree without text saying, I'll catch you.
Yeah. I think there was a few branches on the way down that would have slowed the fall down a bit.
Bounce.
Boy, you could have done like the old fucking like knife in the sail and just ride the fucking wave down.
Yeah, right. Good on you. Yeah, right.
I
I would still be paying for the sale.
You'd have to have a blunt knife.
No, I don't. I think Mythbusters disproved this actually. They did an
I
episode on
can't
it.
see that working.
Yeah. But if you've got no other options, man, you just take the fucking.
I'm sure
Take
it's
your
better than
chances.
free falling.
Yeah. Oh, would I'd take my chances.
I'll just wait till the boat pitches enough to get you close enough.
Straight into the water, mate.
And
Yeah,
burn the
that's
water.
it. That's it.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's the other option, I guess. All right.
I mean, that's what the smart people would do. Those who are there
But then
for
can
a
you
good
swim?
time.
Can you swim in 20-foot swell?
Of course you can.
Fucking oath I can.
Oh, okay. Next time we're on a charter in 20-foot swell, kicking you overboard.
Yeah, let's
Don't be silly. I don't need 20-foot swell to throw my guts up on it.
Don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about that.
We've actually all had a very bad run on any fishing like charters we've done.
correct.
Between all, well, you three have. I've been relatively unscathed.
But that's not a yacht. That's a outboard thrashing vessel.
Tis not a vessel of class.
Outboard fishing vessel.
Is designed to thrash the occupants until they get out to where they're fishing, and then they're so bruised and battered they don't care about fishing.
So you should sail a yacht out to a fishing spot
Yeah,
for the
Done that.
serenity.
done that.
What if there's no wind?
So you be
That's a
calm.
paddling.
So you be calmed.
Well, if we're going by last week, Ryan's decided a rowboat
Yeah.
is his best option.
Yes.
Rowboats.
Anyway, can we go back to hunting?
Yes, we can.
No, we've got more questions for you.
Oh, well, then give me that.
This is our podcast. You're the guest.
Dad's keen to get
Stop
his,
hijacking
get
the
his gun
podcast.
out.
I know. There's a shiny object over there. He wants to take it out.
Yeah, he wants to play with
All
his
right,
gun.
best piece of advice you've ever been given, Poida.
Best piece of advice I've ever was given. Little is said, the quickest mended.
I can say that.
Yeah, that's got your.
Say that again.
The littlest said, the quickest mended.
Yeah, that's
The littlest said the quickest.
Is that like saying don't dig a hole for yourself by keeping on talking?
Or are you repressing some shit and then 20 years later it comes out?
No.
This just sounds like an alternative on children should be seen and not heard.
The more you say, the more things you can say that are wrong, and therefore the more things you have to try and mend.
Yeah, no, I dig that. I'm more of a quality than quantity person.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely a quantity person.
Ryan's
Says Ryan.
Ryan's thought process generally is verbalized.
Yeah, that's how I roll. There's no filter
I think,
here.
No filter.
I think that's got a good, like that can be good and bad.
Oh, you always know you're going to get the truth.
Yeah.
As brutal and blunt as it most of the time comes out, but you can at least know that I'll be honest.
Yeah. I feel like if you have a little bit of finesse with that, you'd be right.
Oh, I have been trying to master that my whole life, but just can't seem to get a grasp on it.
The search continues.
Oh,
All right. What is your most treasured possession?
His son.
Do I have to have one, or can I have a few?
Material possession.
it has to be a
You
favorite.
can't say
one.
your wife. You can't say your kids.
All right, my most material possession probably be my latest acquisition at the present moment.
Oh, I think I know what that is.
Really?
He's an instant gratification man.
Okay. There's something else that was handed down.
I'm not going to say I'm leaving that well enough alone.
Do you like foreplay, Peter?
Because Josh does it.
I'm a man that doesn't kiss and tell.
Hey,
So that's a no.
he's got class.
He's got goals. Settle down. He's got class. Go back to your theatre.
He's a gentleman.
Saturday night. Go back to
He's
your
a
little puppet show.
Gentleman in the street and a freak in the bed.
Class. Oh, God.
We can't just leave that there either, Josh. He's getting into me because I took my partner and my daughters to the theatre on Saturday night as a treat. And it was a surprise. I didn't tell them what we were doing.
Kudos to you, mate.
As in the like,
Kudos to you.
wear a tux and develop an English accent theatre.
No, like
And he wore a monocle.
It was a semi-professional production.
Semi-professional.
Like, so it wasn't like
The actors were okay. The support staff was shit.
It was
basically
C grade.
all the leads were good, and then like the talent dropped off dramatically.
No, I feel like that's fine. You can do those things. Just don't tell your mates about it that you did it.
I fucking love I've been to the theatre before.
You're gonna be
Hey,
outnumbered here.
hey.
You're already 3-on-1, Josh. So
Do you
shut the
know
fuck up.
I did the yeoman of the guard? I was one of the yeomen.
What's the
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's something you don't tell your son because he's going to judge you for the rest of your life now.
I feel like we're in the presence of a very fine, well-polished gentleman and his heathen child.
I reckon. Have you never done anything for brownie points, Josh?
Well, clearly not. He doesn't believe in foreplay.
well,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He bought me an ALA. And he bought me, that's actually a National 308 Palmer with a Night Force NSX scope on it.
And for what you're talking about, brownie points, I take my shirt off.
So every time you miss it and you have a fight, she gets a gun and you take your shirt off.
No, I'm holding my ground here. I did it as a nice treat for my 6-year-old daughters and my partner.
And all
We
I
went and saw The Little Mermaid at the theatre because I knew they would like it. And it was
do
a
that.
surprise.
and I give you kudos.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I might go to the theatre by myself. But I'm going to wear a
for it.
tux and smoke a cigar in the middle row.
Do it, mate. It's still running. It's got another week. So if you want to go stare at Ariel,
I don't
go for
know.
it.
So far, the reviews haven't been that great.
Well, we've got a critic right here. That can
That's what
tell
I
us.
mean. I want first class. acting.
Like I told you, all the lead actors were great, and then the talent just drops off the face of a cliff. But it was a very well done thing.
They might have been restricted by COVID though. Like they might not be able to get. Was it a local thing? Or was it like a?
Yeah, they're all from Adelaide,
Oh, okay.
so it's not a. And it's
I'd
I
say
don't
the
know. It was an
talent pool.
adaptation of something or
Yeah,
other,
I'd say
but
the
it was like
talent pool
still
isn't
got
that great.
Disney and shit on it. So I don't know. It was good. I don't know why we're talking about the theatre now, but anyway, because I felt the need to defend myself, and Josh had to go.
You
on.
don't
So
need
there
to
you go.
defend yourself. You don't need to finish.
I don't. Yeah, anyway. All right.
Where's that digging that hole
speaking
again?
of the odds, Peter, recommend a movie to us.
The Sniper.
The Sniper.
It's like fucking 1970s bullshit.
Is that the one where
I'm
there's-
talking about the real one, not the Hollywood movies.
So not
Rubbish.
American Sniper,
The one with Chris Kyle.
Yeah.
The Sniper.
Yes.
From
Yeah, that was good.
from
That was fucking real good. Chris Kyle, yeah. The movie
the one
about Chris
based
Kyle.
on Chris Kyle? Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Who
was
was it? The
is that the Mark Wahlberg one?
No, that's The Lone Survivor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that's the dude from Limitless. What's his name?
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
Bradley
Bradley
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen that one. That's a good
Man,
movie.
he got fucking jacked
Yeah,
for
it
that
was
movie.
massive,
eh?
eh?
He got fucking jacked, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to point that out.
What like you, huh?
Yeah, thanks,
Can you
Dad.
stop and listen to yourself?
Not quite.
Some
I think
point in your life, you need to stop and listen.
Bradley
to
did
yourself.
legs.
Bradley did that. Wait, man, I got to admit that was some good acting from him, and I'll give it to the Lone Survivor, like Mark Wahlberg, and that cast for Lone Survivor. The story of Marcus Luttrell, fucking brilliant. Both of those.
Do you reckon they captured that
The essence.
the essence of it?
They had Marcus Luttrell actually help direct for Lone Survivor, and you've got to they Hollywooded shit up, like obviously, and there's some pretty cool special effects, but it certainly portrayed, I think, the fear and the emotions and things that can run through your head. I think they definitely portrayed that very, very well. American Sniper, I think it was. Yeah, I think they certainly captured, I guess, but emphasised the emotional turmoil that you go through. But I don't think, I think it was definitely like, as all things, they're spiffied up just to like glorify it or whatever. Yeah, which doesn't sort of help, man. But look, and if you want to actually listen to Marcus Luttrell's like he does a motivational speech and a bit of a story, and it's on YouTube. Man, the movie did not, I don't think, capture exactly fucking how bad it was. Like, he fell down 3 cliffs after being shot, man, and then crawled, I think it was like 15 Ks to the town, to like the nearest town, after he waited in like this little crevice at the bottom of the cliff for the Taliban to leave, and then he crawled to this town to where, I can't remember the guy's name, but a local then picked him up and started looking after him.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Like, fucking insane, man. Insane.
There you go. All right, Poida, last of the formatted questions. What was your first rifle?
That I bought for myself.
For yourself, yeah.
That's my shotgun, which my son now uses more than I do.
Well, and for I really don't want to say for those playing at home, but please tell us, for those who don't know, what is that shotgun?
It's an over and under. It's a Rossini Ombre, an over and under.
Yeah, it is pretty nice. I've used it a few times.
Yeah, it's not as nice as a Silver Pigeon.
Oh
Which,
no, but it's still a nice shotgun.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing too bad. I mean, when Josh and I have just joined the shotgun range, which is 5 minutes from our place. Fantastic. Instead of going a half an hour or 3/4 of an hour to the rifle range. So we just go down there. And the first time I went there and shooting, what was it?
Down the line.
Down the line. I borrowed a shotgun from one of the other guys that came there, and I've got my eye shut and I'm shooting and I banging and I'm thinking, I'm not getting anything. I'm really getting upset with myself, and the boys saying, "You hit another one. You hit another one." I didn't see it. You hit another one. I didn't see it.
Nah, he was doing this weird thing where
weird
he'd
thing.
shoot, hit it, thought he missed, and
And then
shoot
shoot again.
And we'd
hit the half that.
And look, you can get, I get that, like every now and then, like you shoot it and a big chunk flies off or is still flying and you don't think you hit it. But he was doing this like repetitively.
But I was hitting the chunk. I was hitting the chunk that was flying off too.
You
by
were
the
hitting
way.
everything twice.
Yeah, that's right.
And or he was hitting it and then just shooting another round for shits and gigs. And I'm like, yeah. But he actually looked perplexed as to whether he hit the target.
That's exactly right.
I'm
That's
like,
right.
oh God. The worst thing is he wears glasses and wasn't wearing
No, I
glasses.
don't wear glasses now. I've had my eyes. I don't wear glasses. I do not wear glasses at all.
You've got glasses.
I do not wear glasses.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Do you have the old?
LASIK eye surgery.
No, I had a cataract in my left eye, and I had that operated on, and I don't wear glasses anymore. And when they tested my eyes, the person who was actually doing the testing said, "You got better eyesight than I have."
Was she wearing glasses?
An 8-year-old
No, she
person.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a 30-year-old lady.
I didn't know you had
Lady.
surgery on your eye.
Oh, sorry.
When did you have surgery on your eye?
When I had surgery on my eye, about 3 years ago.
Oh, fuck.
I was up to then. I was wearing glasses. Yes, in my 60s, I was wearing glasses. I don't. By the way, I'm 71 now, so I don't wear glasses anymore. And unbeknownst, and on contrary to Joshua, I see very well. Joshua says I don't.
He can't drive well either.
Here we go. I knew you would bring that out.
I have this thing
We
where I
pass
think
that on as well.
I think we've all experienced a little bit of.
Just because I'm driving one night, this is how it happens, people out there in Radio Land. We went on a hunt up in.
wireless.
I said Radio Land. I didn't say what. I'm not showing my age, by the way.
Podcast land, but we won't. It's all right. You're different vintage to us.
Anyway, where was I going? But Black Rock, and I had some people on the back of I had a dual cab for you, and I was driving, and it was getting to be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning after these guys kept me up all night, all day, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, just because one of them jumped off the trailer because you tell the story.
No, I don't know
we
where you're
have,
going with this.
and
yeah,
We've
have.
covered this.
you were the villain in that story.
Yes, you
Yeah,
were.
I was the villain in that story.
I believe you've run over multiple people's feet.
only one person's
No,
foot.
Caleb's as well. And
I've been run over.
yeah, and Chris.
This is a therapy session now. Everyone put your hands up if you've had your foot run over by Poida.
And you've dumped Couchy off the back of
Yeah,
the
that's right. I dumped Couch off the back because he couldn't hang on. He doesn't know how to hang on. Doesn't know how to hang on.
Dead set. I'm actually under the firm belief now when you reach a certain age, you should have a driving test every year because I fucking shit my pants when I'm driving with Dad. When Dad's behind the wheel, I'm like, mate, do you even notice that there's other cars on the road?
Look at that. Your dad's like, that's all right. I'm old.
Listen, why do you think I have a four-wheel drive decked out with a big bull bar and everything else in the front of it?
So you
you can
don't
hit
feel it when you hit people.
Called a nudge
That's right.
bar
So
for a reason.
everyone moves out of my way.
Fuck me.
No, Mr. Officer, I just gave him a nudge. It's a nudge bar. That's what it's
That's
for.
right.
Oh, good God. No, definitely needs a driving test. I'm going to interject here because Dad's like been holding his fucking excitement in like a 13-year-old boy seeing a tit for the first time.
Was he licking it?
And I'm going to grab out the show and tell because both you, Ryan and Caleb, haven't seen Dad's new purchase yet, which is apparently his most precious item.
It's his favourite
At the
song.
moment.
I'm actually about to get naked and show you his most precious.
What?
Me, you clown. Anyway,
Well, that's not what it sounded like.
Listen,
for the worst.
Why do you need to be naked for that?
Why yeah.
Get up, get the gun, so we can look at it, please.
Yeah,
A
right.
live
We've
reveal.
all seen you showing off in front of the mirror.
We've all seen you
Yeah,
naked.
so don't
Fuck
worry
me.
about it.
Boring. It's old news.
Well, I've never seen him in shorts.
All right, here we go. There's some unzipping. I mean, this sounds very familiar, actually. This is like when Josh gets naked. Something gets unzipped. Something gets pulled out and then thrust.
Oh, that's the same chassis that you've got.
Oh, hello. I mean, that's a pretty rifle. That looks like something Josh would buy.
It looks like something out of a video game.
All right.
It looks sick.
So tell us what it is.
That's an MTD XRS.
MDT.
MDT, that's what I
MDMA.
said. XRS chassis, which is a crossover rifle system.
Yep. And the action itself, what is it?
Action itself is it's a Bagara, 6.5 Creedmoor, B14 HMR.
What is with the giant Bagara logo on the fucking barrel?
I haven't taken it off yet.
Okay, just asking. Didn't know if it was a permanent fixture.
No, Josh said leave it on there, and I didn't want it, but
Because it's tactical.
Nah, that's like,
It's on the underside, so it is discreet.
yeah, but it looks like shit. Take it off, Peter.
yeah, I'll take it.
Don't take it off. Leave it fucking on there.
Take it off.
So everyone can know it's a Bagara.
Quite
So-
heavy.
When you
That's not heavy at all.
when you finger blast this, Caleb, I want you to
Open the, and the other one.
I want you to look at the parallax and the windage on the scope when you get a chance to finger blast it after on.
Okay, thank you, because I thought you were talking about you.
No, you've got to pay for that, man.
Does it cost less than that rifle did? Probably not.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet scope you got on there, Poida.
Carl's, it's a beautiful scope, mate.
Yeah, he's broken the Night Force tradition.
I have.
I don't like it.
No, well,
Oh, this whole time, like on one of our episodes, you're like, oh, he's got a Carl's on it. I thought you meant a Carl's Ice, as in
Nah,
scope.
Carl's.
But a Carl's, okay.
Spelled Kahles.
Very
6
good.
to 24.
Oh, Ryan can read.
6 to 24.
Well, it's people that play it at home could be like, it's Karls. Now, why the fuck has he got Carl's scope? What's Carl got to shoot with?
Your brother.
All right, hurry up and finger it.
I haven't fingered it.
Look, it is actually a little heavier than what I was hoping Dad would
It's
go
quite
for.
heavier than it looks.
It's not as heavy as the AI.
Well, it's not as heavy as Bagara's rifle itself.
That
The
bolt.
rifle stock, yes.
Bolt's nice,
That action.
smooth.
Can you give us a cock in the microphone?
Do it closer to the mic, mate. Don't hit the fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
Now,
Yeah, that's sexy.
dry fire drills.
dry fire drills, come on.
The trigger's actually pretty shit.
You're not selling us this gun, mate.
got a lot of play.
And not even play whatsoever.
Sell it
You
to
know
me.
what?
So far,
My
you've said
Howard
it's
trigger
heavy
is-
and the trigger shit.
My Howard trigger
What's good
is
about
lighter
it?
than
Tell me.
Yes, it's set at 2 kilos at the present moment. 2 pounds, rather.
pounds.
2 pounds. 2 pounds, not 2 kilos. 2
Should have
pounds.
got a Howard.
It's not. It's not. Look, the trigger needs to be changed in it definitely. But that's a B14 action.
It needs a trigger job.
That is well heavy.
Not compared to the other rifles I was looking at. It's not.
That's a fucking fat barrel we got on the load post.
Yes.
Okay. That is a very smooth bolt. I'll give you that.
That's very dainty the way you're operating that.
No, but I'm listening. All right, fucking there you go. How's that?
That's better. Bit more like a man. I got a dick. Not piss standing up.
We were talking about this earlier actually. I do like the 90-degree.
Yes.
Tro.
No.
The dildo grip.
Hang on, I'm about to fucking knock my microphone over here. All right, now what else were we talking about? The ergonomics of this scope.
Have a look. Hold your main hand on the trigger, outside the trigger guard. Right, now, left hand, adjust the scope. Left hand,
So look at where the windage turret is.
Yeah,
got
but
the windage turret on the left scope. You've got the
So normally the windage turret is on the
right.
right.
Hand side.
Okay, but look at where the parallax is on the just below the elevation turret.
okay.
Yeah.
Right, so we need this thing needs to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've got to put that in the front. That for those
the spirit
in radio land, that's the spirit level.
On the wireless. Fucking hell. Radio land. Fucking hell.
Or in whatever it is you.
We're actually going to send this podcast in Morse code to you
Oh, really?
this week.
That'll be interesting.
Strap yourselves in for a sweet 3 hours of Morse.
But I do like that oversized little bit of knurling that is actually how you operate.
It looks like they put a lot of thought into the design.
Yeah, they have. They have.
Yeah. I got to admit, and it's clear. Like, if we could get outside, it's obviously dark here
Turn
now. but-
on this side of the scope. Turn the dial on this side of the scope.
This one?
Yep. Turn it up and look through the scope.
Oh, I'm trying to do this. Oh, fucking put that back on. Hang on.
And take the other. Yep. Right now, turn it up.
cherry.
I was thinking the same thing. I was about to say.
One
you
thing I
popped
will
a
say
cherry.
is you've got fucking long
See it?
arms.
Yeah, I've put extra space in there.
You have long arms.
Yeah,
I've got short arms, so
Yeah, but you look like he has put 5 or 6 spaces in the stock, so it obviously is shorter.
yeah. So to me, this is super not comfortable because you are lanky as fuck and I'm short and stocky. But
Did you see the red glow on
The red glow, the illuminated
illuminated
reticle.
reticle? Yes, thank
The
you
red
very
glow.
much. The red glow, the illuminated reticle. Yes.
what else?
So
can
that
we-
mag it's going to like fuck you up a bit. So you got the oversized mag release, but when you insert it, you've got to insert it like a AK. So you have to insert on an angle and then put
No,
it back
I
in.
just put the finger up and push the
No,
mag release and then push
insert
it in.
on an angle like that, yeah, and then push it back in,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. So the mag is sort
a
of like a
polymag?
little bit.
Yeah, it's a polymag.
So you can take this back if you want, Ryan. There's a lot of
Notice the
unique-
hand. Did you notice the hand grip?
What about it? It's at
vertical
90
hand
degrees.
grip.
Oh yeah, it's at 90 degrees. I like that, which is what I did to my ticker.
Yeah.
Because the ticker's got the little aftermarket pieces you can get.
Yep,
so
yep.
I put mine at 90 degrees as well.
Other side. Yeah, it's got a nice swell in that 90-degree pistol grip, doesn't it?
I mean, I'm sure it feels a lot more comfortable for Ryan because he's tall and has long
Yeah,
arms.
it is. It is.
For me, it feels like a huge gun and heavy.
Well, you had my AI. How heavy is that compared to the AI? AI is heavy.
It's been a long time since I've held the AI, but
All right.
not as heavy as that.
Look, it's not balanced that great. It's a 26-inch barrel, and it's a number 3 taper of Bagheera.
It's got a very heavy belly.
So it is a little bit off balanced. It's certainly not a bad system. It is the spaces in it certainly change the dynamics of the rifle.
yeah.
There's no
So
doubt
I'm
about
assuming this is going to be a rested rifle. It's not a stalking.
that. No, it's supposed to be both.
I'm be stalking with that.
It's too heavy.
We're going to put an
Mate,
Arca
I've
rail.
trekked with packs that weigh this much.
Well, put it this way: I walked the last time I walked 16 kilos with Joshua's ticker A1,
He walked
Kilometres.
16 kilos.
16 kilometres.
You
Rather.
lost 16 kilos carrying
I
it.
must have, yeah, that's true. I must have been drinking too much. However, anyway,
We're gonna put an Arca rail on the foregrip so he can run it on a tripod. So he can shoot
yeah, but
standing a little easier.
I'll still carry it. I'll enjoy it.
Yeah, just get yourself a couple of sticks, mate. You'll be right.
Look, in my mind, it's an upgrade to the AI.
Oh, well, you've achieved that.
Yeah.
And really, we can do things like we could get the barrel fluted, cut down some weight, get the bolt fluted, cut down a bit of weight if we wanted to.
That. How does it compare with your A1?
That's what I said.
No.
It's
Like
lighter.
in terms of weight, is it?
It's lighter.
It is
It's
lighter.
lighter.
Really?
It's a lot lighter.
By how much?
By kilos lighter.
Look, the A1,
Jeez, don't knock over the wine.
the A1 actually, once again, is off balance because of the giant muzzle brake at the end. It's like this clump of fucking like a lead weight, and it makes it quite difficult.
Oh, look, it's nice, but I don't know.
You have
It's
to be
weird.
a real man to hold this thing.
Oh, Jesus. It just feels weird for me because I have such short arms compared to you. So I can appreciate it's a very nice rifle, but,
Yeah, but it's matched to me.
exactly right. To shoulder it for me, it feels weird.
Yeah. But this is matched to me.
I'll put it away.
Thank you. Oh, and did you notice on top of the scope, on top of the elevation, you have a little red dot? When you've done one complete circle,
Oh, I'll listen to that.
Does it change colour?
no, it pops up. So you got so then you've got one complete circle, and you've got another complete circle to go around. So you don't have to count. Remember,
Okay. Well, we'll have to have a proper look at this after we don't have to try and navigate around microphone stands and
Would have been
stuff.
cooler
but
if it changed colour.
It's very
is that
nice.
still on? Is that still on?
It is very nice. What
It is a
what
very nice
what's planned next for it? What are you
I-
what are
I'm-
you going to add to it?
I'm going to add a Arca rail on it. I'm going to add a bipod on it.
Have you had to think about the bipod?
Yes, I have.
Let me guess, Atlas.
Very good.
Jesus.
Yeah, because we're not cheap asses in this family, mate, all right?
I have looked at the Atlas bipod compared to the Harris bipod, and I have said this to someone, and they don't agree with me because I said, well, then you don't know physics. Now, Harris bipod, you can only drop the legs down to 90 degrees,
Yeah, well,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
right? And therefore, when you if your recoil is going to push, and if you haven't got your legs loaded up, when the recoil comes in, it can lift the barrel on the bipods as it comes back because it describes an arc. Correct? Right. Whereas if the Atlas bipod, you can set them at 45 degrees. You cannot describe an arc on the recoil at 45 degrees if they're sitting outwards or sitting backwards.
There's a little bit of thing with that. You just said when you load up the legs. When you load up the legs, and if it's a light rifle that you're loading on and you're loading up too much, that bipod is going to bounce at a 90 degrees. Where you want complete rearward motion.
That's correct.
Obviously for shooting and your follow through. So he's right. The Atlas is good. I did actually say to Dad, I suggested yours,
The Magpul.
the Magpul, because it was lighter.
Yeah, and that's why I like mine, because it is light and it's actually designed to load up. It has a little bit of flex in it so you can load up on it. And people thought, oh, it's just not made well, but it's actually designed into it to be a bit flexible so you can actually nicely load up on it. And that's why I like it, especially because it's light.
But once again, your rifle being a light rifle, if you're loading up hard on it, it's probably going to jump more. This is where feet come into play a little bit on the base. Obviously, you've just got rubber feet.
I've just got rubber feet, but I can actually change them out for any Atlas compatible.
spikes. That's right.
So if you did spike it and tried to load, because it's such a light rifle, it's probably going to have a tendency to jump because there's obviously that reaction to the action, right? So, the energy's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, the feet I've got on it at the moment prevent me from loading up too far.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
they're not fixed at the feet. They will start sliding at a certain point.
Yeah.
So how much was your bipod?
250, I reckon, which is because mine is the one that goes straight on the sling stud. That's the more expensive model. I think it's about $30-40 cheaper for it fits to Arco Rail
Or Picatinny.
Picatinny, or they make it for every other.
It's pretty well universal. Yeah. What about yours, Josh?
Yeah, mine's 350.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm open to, if you don't mind me shooting your rifle with that bipod. And,
You'll probably get up and be like, this is a piece of shit.
You can. I'll let you try my bipod Poida, see how it goes.
yeah.
This is the good thing about having mates who shoot, because you
That's
can try
right.
their shit.
Hang on,
Because
what-
there's one thing you can't do in this state, in this country, you can't go and try before you buy.
what do you have, Ryan?
$13 eBay special.
Holy fuck. $13. Holy.
I bought it the same time that I bought my rifle, and it has not failed me yet.
How many
And
times
what
you
is
shot
it?
your rifle?
What's it called?
It's literally a nameless eBay special from China.
Ah, yes, it's a
how
rip-off.
many times you shot your rifle?
Fucked if I know. Lots of times.
1, 2, 3. I haven't got enough fingers.
I had no idea it was $13.
And it's like spring loaded and everything. Like you push the button, the legs shoot out, they lock into place. I can load it up. I can do everything. There's no worries.
Hey, look, if it lasts you the next 10 years, well, I'll high-five you, but I doubt it. Whereas my Atlas in 30 years' time, you can high-five me because it's still lasting.
Mate, you're going to sell your Atlas and replace it with something else in the next 2 years. So.
No, I would
Your
not sell
argument
my Atlas.
is
The next latest and greatest shiny thing will come
will
out.
not sell my
there's a
Atlas.
fucking awesome carbon fiber thing that I need to get. It's shiny and I want it.
Oh, look, I'd love a carbon fibre bipod for the weight, but no, I'd dig the Atlas. The next stage in the progression for myself and for Dad will be the Arca system.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Being able to shoot off a bipod and have that weapon system held tightly and complete. Yeah, perfect.
So it just depends on how far you want to go, really. Like,
Well, we're not going to use it for like fucking 50 metres shooting. You're going to use it for like,
Well, where we go, you take a shot at minimum with 300 yards, 300 metres rather, and then we're going probably 700, maybe more, perhaps.
yeah.
So, you want something that's going to...
I reckon that'll definitely be able to, that 6.5 will definitely be able to stretch its legs, a fair way.
Well, if it doesn't, then it's the operator error, not the rifle.
Throw it in the bin.
How far did you stretch the AI out? The 308 AI that you got. What's the longest? What's the longest you've shot that?
Josh had just lost all motor function. He spilt more red wine on him.
Are you having a stroke?
Do you know what? You should have a wine glass like the rest of us.
I need a fucking bib. That's what I need.
Got a nice stash of bitch straws over there. Would you like one?
It's because Dad's got his fucking Parkinson's going on and shaking the chair.
Absolute rubbish. That's right. Blame me. Blame me for everything.
Blame the old guy.
I'll have those playing at home know that Poida is wearing he's wearing a button-up shirt. He's very well presented. He's drank his bottle of wine. His glass of wine. Bottle of wine. Sorry, that's me. And Josh is just fucking pouring shit all over his chest.
His son's just sitting to his right, just making an absolute ass of himself.
That's great.
Oh, dear. Definitely need a bib tonight.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
So
Well, I will be able to say now, Joshua can't hold his booze.
No, I'm not falling asleep past the
You literally cannot.
no, that runs in the family. You two both can't.
Rubbish.
Says the man that coasts. He will drink water between beers.
See, you all
So
think
he
I
thinks
coast, but I
alcohol.
drink just as much, and I'm actually just able to fucking process it.
Oh, I
So
disagree.
because I'm not got the sillies and carrying on like a clown,
I disagree. We need
do that
to
when I don't
test
drink.
this.
do
This
we
is-
actually need a competition?
Yeah, we
I'll
just need to
fucking
test
drink you
this.
under the table, son.
We need to
Oh,
test
this is happening.
I will drink you under
Here we
the
go.
table.
Here we go.
All right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this into a sport.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. You
also have
each
fun.
are gonna pick a drink of choice, and then we'll have a.
Oh, easy. Rum. I'll drink rum like it's fucking water.
What are you, a pirate?
No, Darwin, because that's all I drank in Darwin, man, was rum. Rum. Oh, and I actually got alcohol poisoning when I was a kid because my father used to let a underage child drink.
You mean
I got drunk and it's my dad's fault. Yeah, pretty much.
Throwing
And
Poida
I-
under the bus here.
Well, I think Porter's getting the.
I got
I
alcohol
didn't let
poisoning.
him drink at all?
Fuck off.
Joshua, you have a warped memory.
No, I don't.
Next thing you're going to say, actually, this is true. You say, in my other life, when he was a little tacker, about 5 or 6, he could just speak. In my other life, so he's having
Because
these,
I'm reincarnated. I'm fucking awesomeness
right,
reincarnated, right?
yeah, right.
Nah,
Geez,
dead set.
awesomeness was a pretty shit.
Dead
point.
set. I actually remember getting drunk off of wild turkey in your fucking caravan, Dad.
We don't.
When I was a kid.
If it was in my caravan, it was in the girls' caravan, and I never bought wild turkey. I don't have. Still don't have wild turkey.
You know why? Because my sister Joy Ling bought it for me.
Well,
No. Let's get the truth here. You fucking moved into the caravan, found your sister's stash of vodka cruisers.
Oh, my sisters didn't drink,
Got
mate.
lit.
No,
I
this is
love a
back in
vodka
this is
cruiser.
back in Peter's. My school friend. Well, no, the first time was at Peter's house, but then after that it was wherever.
You got a taste for it, and you just became an animal.
Yeah, mate. I drink under the table with rum.
No,
my God.
rum. What does it have to be rum though?
What we'll do, the rules will be you each have to bring your own drink of choice,
And give it to the other person.
give it to the other person.
Yes.
Oh, done. Long Island iced teas for you, bro.
No, it has to be
Absinthe for you,
your
son.
drink. So you would bring rum that he would drink, and he'd bring the drink that he would normally drink.
Yeah, he's feeding me a Long Island iced teas. Lovely, thank you. And I'm giving him fucking absinthe.
Actually, no,
like
I've seen
4
you
shots.
drink Long Island iced teas.
No, that's
You're
that's
fucked, Josh.
That's a Joshism.
No, I love Long Island iced teas, man. Oh, 4 shots in one drink.
I spent 2. I would say with Caleb, but I think we were just on the same boat drinking Long Island iced teas. And every time no, you were seasick actually.
Yeah, I was just seasick. Yes.
Seasick.
Seasick or drunk sick?
No, seasick. Nothing worked. I had to have that. I've told this story. I had to have a fucking bum bullet to recover from my seasickness.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, bum bullet. That's right. Here's something. Well, Dad, when was the first time you got sauced, mate?
Yes. Was it off the communion wine?
Pardon my ignorance. What do you mean by sauce?
What, fucking what?
Munted.
Pissed.
Oh, I've never
Off
been.
its tits.
I have never been drunk. Never been merry.
Fuck off.
Have you ever tried
Oh,
MDMA?
you've been
Stop.
merry.
I have never been merry.
You've passed out at the pub at Black Rock, mate.
Listen, mate, you stay out for now. For you, I'd have to say you stay out for a week and see if you don't go hallucinating.
I've seen Josh after he stayed up for 3 days.
It's because he's on the peace pipe.
So, do you mean
I have never
you've
ever
never been drunk?
paralytic, never been drunk, never.
I suppose you've got like a safeguard built in where you fall asleep after 2.
And the problem with that is,
It's like a safety switch.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's a problem. It's just like it's a safeguard. It's like
put it this way: I need 2 to fall asleep, not like someone else I know who just can go to sleep.
that's me.
It's a subtle dig at you, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the truth will set you free, my friend. That's true.
I envy you, my boy. I envy you.
All right, I'm gonna
and
bring
a
this
curse.
back to hunting. So, Dad, if you could shoot one thing, I guess what's the thing that you want to shoot most, hunt most? I guess in
dream
Well,
species.
actually,
Your dream hunt.
actually, we were down south,
Don't say you've done it already.
and there is a beautiful buck,
what
about-
sort of buck?
fallow deer, beautiful buck, beautiful set of horns, beautiful
Antlers.
pelt, and I was going to take it before the fence. My son said, "No, crawl through the fence because I don't want you missing." All right, so he
Fair
crawled through
enough.
the fence. What, 6 foot? I'm going to miss on 6 foot difference between the fence and through the fence.
No,
Yeah,
well,
right.
the idea was to keep you going. Like once you got through the fence, kept going
Why? I was going to shoot it from where we
until you
were.
were a bit closer.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, here we go.
I had this thing because it'd been a while since Dad had gone out, so I was sort of like just helping him. And in my mind, I would have rathered him get a successful hit, like get closer and get a successful hit, than missing and ruining his confidence. Now, we've all been there. We've all, haven't gone hunting for a while. You go out and you miss, and suddenly you get inside your own head because you miss.
Yeah, it's a perishable skill.
Yeah, so you just, and then your confidence is just blown, and then you just won't take the next shot because you don't feel confident. I didn't want that to happen to you because I know it had been 12 months.
It had been over 12 months before I'd been on a hunt. That's correct. That's correct. Yes, I know.
and so I didn't want you, I guess, to lose confidence.
No.
Did you
Anyway,
shoot-
what happened?
But what the moral of this story is, what I'm hearing.
What
is that
happened?
He's prevented you from getting your dream
No,
buck.
Well, the other one was it was let me see, 50 feet away, and I was shooting into a hill, and he said, but it's towards the farmhouse, but it was going to shoot into the hill.
No,
Yes, it was.
It was because there
Yes,
was fucking
it was.
sheep. I've got the photo.
The
to prove
sheep
it, mate.
parted and let me had a perfect shot on them. They did. So don't give me that rubbish.
So Josh has cock blocked you twice. Twice.
I believe it's called buck blocking.
But
And then there's just recently we're on this hunt. Josh said he saw these deer. I never saw the lot that he saw, but we were the wind was against us, so we decided to do a big U-turn and go back round and come back down in a different way to where Josh thought the deer were. And we're walking there, and the lay of the land is sort of undulating hills, and there's patches of vegetation like low-lying mallee trees or something like that. Tea tree. And then there's a bit more undulating grassland. Then there's another patch of vegetation. Anyway, the two boys were about 10 paces in front of me, and they had looked at this patch of vegetation, and they were turning off and looking to the right, and I'm coming up behind them, and there are 5 deer, not 30 feet away from them, and I said,
they'd come out of the tea tree.
no, they hadn't at that stage. They had showed you could see if you looked.
It's hard. No, I'm going to argue on
You
this.
can argue like I was the one that
Because-
pointed them out.
In this tea tree, there was like a little fucking cleared like bowl, so they weren't breaching the edge of the tea tree.
No,
yet,
they
but
didn't.
They'd come out of the tea tree into this clearing,
And they
sort
were
of
eating
in the bowl.
That's right, and they were eating.
So was this before or after your eye surgery?
This is a long time after my eye surgery. I'm not dreaming.
No, just because we know that now you've got 20/20 vision.
Thank you very much. Anyway, so they're in front of me. They're looking off the right, and I'm seeing these deers walking around. Josh, deer. So finally, Josh the two people in front of me. One went to ground. Josh dropped on his knee and he's waiting. Come on, shoot, someone shoot. He's thinking in his head afterwards. And I said to him, well, I was not going to shoot in front of because you two guys were in front of me. So anyway, Josh said, well, blow this for a joke. I won't say how he said it in his brain because it was more than just blow this for a joke.
I'll say it for you. He said, fuck this.
Yeah, thank you. So he shot and then the other guy shot. They brought down 2 deer. And then the two of them came running out and they were 30 feet from me so I could shoot them looking down the valley. And anyway, so I cocked my 22-250 and it was a Seiko, so it was a single set trigger, so I pushed it forward so the trigger was as light as anything, put a bead on one and I had him. Click. It didn't fire.
And it wasn't a short stroke.
Oh, that's the story that you were telling the other week.
Yeah,
to hear
so
it
you
from the
get the
other perspective.
real area. What happened.
It wasn't a short stroke either. It was a soft stroke round.
Yeah.
What came out of your mouth after that happened? Can you please word for word
That was
repeat?
codswallop. Stagger me.
Did you?
It probably
Yeah, I
was
think
stagger
it was
me.
stagger me.
Yeah, it was stagger me. That thing. Yeah.
I did say to him after, I'm like, why didn't you fucking shoot him when you first saw him?
And I said, well, you're in front of me. I'm not going to shoot in front of you.
He would have got it easy. Like I said
Yeah.
to him, mate, I would have taken that shot. Like it was probably from the angle, he would have had a good 2-3 feet of fucking clearance. I would have gone. Boom.
Yeah, but I just don't going to shoot in front of someone's in
You're not
front
going to
of the
shoot
rifle.
your son.
No,
so-
that's fair. That's good gun safety.
Thank you.
Bullets bounce off.
Yeah, but
also sounds-
I feel like this is acceptable in a father-son sort of scenario.
No, it sounds like a
Like,
third
I'd be
cock
like-
block from you. You just got in the way. Just in the way.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't actually at all.
That was all right because a couple of deer on the ground for some meat anyway.
Great story though.
Actually,
was.
that fellow buck that I told him to go through the fence. That was nice. Good, like for a fellow.
Oh, it was.
He was wide and he was pretty palmy, and I'm like, yeah,
And he had a beautiful pelt, so the pelt would have been nice too.
real typical man.
And he's sitting there with his fiance, whatever you like to call it.
His
fuck
lover.
buddy.
Yeah. And,
So
just nonchalantly eating the grass. The next minute, this car goes screaming past on the other side of this tea tree.
Like a K away.
Yeah, but it goes screaming past, and the buck up, and he was headed for the mulga.
Yeah, he was gone.
What about internationally, though? Is there a species you'd like to, if you could go anywhere in the world, any species, a dream hunt? Like Canada, the US?
I'm actually going to Canada with my son-in-law, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go and shoot. I would like to shoot caribou, and I'd like to shoot the elk.
Moose, elk. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love to shoot a moose as well, but I don't think he's got 30 grand to drop.
No.
But yeah.
Well, we don't know this. He could be dipping into your inheritance. Like, we don't know what he's doing.
That's his inheritance sitting over there.
He's like, you fucking cockblocked him 3 times. I'm going to go fucking spend it on a moose.
I want to know where my invite to Canada is, actually.
Well,
Fuck's sake.
you're not invited.
Actually, you are invited.
Oh. All expenses
Get
paid
yourself COVID jabbed.
Oh,
Here we go.
There we go.
I knew this was coming.
It involves a vaccine passport.
See, that's what the COVID jab does to you. See, you're coughing and spluttering. Like
That's
a
what.
fucking-
Have you had?
That's what hay fever does. Yes, I've had both jabs. I didn't want to, but I have to go and help my son-in-law shift from Mackay down to Sunshine, down to not the Sunshine Coast, down to what's the other one?
Gold Coast?
Gold Coast, and so I have to go and help him shift, but I can't do that without having a COVID jab because their baby doctors have said to them, if anyone's going to stay with you, we want them to have the jab.
Yeah.
My sister's got twins. Just for
Yes, two
reference.
new baby girls,
Yeah.
twin girls.
Shout out to Dr. Tim, by the way.
Yes.
He's been on the podcast.
There you go, Doc Tim.
Yep.
Dr. Tim.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, so that's why I have the jab, you see, and that's why. And I'm going over to Canada.
I still think
That's
you
not
should
why
hunt
you're going
wolf.
to Canada, but
No, but I'm going to Canada.
it allows you to go to
Yeah,
Canada.
you'd shoot wolf.
I still think you should hunt. You should go hunt wolf.
I'd hunt a wolf.
Next thing you're going to say, why don't you go hunt a grizzly?
Well,
Well, why don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like
If
to
you're
have
going
a
to
pelt.
Canada.
Like to have a pelt. That'd be nice.
I don't think you're getting up to mountain goat country. So I think, maybe something a little bit.
You can helicopter in.
Here we go. I'm old, so he keeps
You can
telling
carry
me.
him.
And I can't walk around. I can't do anything, so he keeps telling me.
All you need is a good, solid mule, and you're all good. No, you need a mule.
Mule.
Yeah.
I'd just think you should take it easy.
Why?
I don't think you should be climbing fucking Mount Kilimanjaro and shit anytime soon.
And why not?
Oh, because you're old as fuck.
If you were going to go, Peter, if you were going to go, by go, I mean if you were going to die, would you rather push yourself doing something that you love and then being on that trip?
I'll answer that by saying to you this. I retired from teaching, and once I'd done a few jobs around the house, I thought, this is a load of rubbish, doing nothing around here. So I went back to put a part-time job as a teacher's assistant. In other words, I cut up all the material in tech studies because I was a tech studies teacher. So, in other words, I'd rather push myself and die pushing myself than and
All right, red herring or licking a tit. Which one would you rather do?
I have already given you the answer on that. I'm a gentleman. A gentleman does not kiss and tell.
Here we go.
This is something. Oh no, I'm not going there. Fuck it.
There's just so many jokes.
There's just so many.
So many jokes that are both.
Well, obviously the
inappropriate.
reference of where licking a tit is going to go. Which would you rather do? Would you rather be shooting big game, or would you rather be licking a tit?
Whose tit is it? That
Yeah,
we are
exactly. Ryan is correct. Whose tit is it?
And is it foreplay? Because you're not into that, Josh. So I don't even think you're even the right person to be asking this question.
You can't call me a sex pest 100 times on this podcast and not expect me to question further on whose tit it is.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking hell.
And on that note, I think we need to wrap this party up.
Have we extracted enough information out of Poida?
I don't know.
Well,
Do you have another question for him? I kind of want to ask him.
What's with the long
I
pause?
kind of want to ask him what's his most embarrassing moment he's ever had,
That we haven't already spoken about.
apart from click fuck.
do you really want to know? Do you really want to know?
Sure, go for it.
Right. Set the scene.
This is where Josh gets his storytelling ability as well.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
It was a warm summer's night in 1902.
Extra detail you don't need.
I was on a youth camp, and we were broken up into groups, the young men, and we were chaperoning these young ladies, etc., around the
The
place.
night was young.
in the vehicles. Anyway,
So were you.
I was keen on this particular girl, and she actually came in my car, which was bonus.
Poor choice of words.
Yeah,
Did you have waterproof seat covers?
Or
was it vinyl?
was that a good choice of words? I don't know. I wasn't there.
Anyway, we're driving down the road.
He doesn't know what that means, so he doesn't. Anyway, go on, Dad. You're driving down the road.
Anyway,
I don't know where I needed some tissue.
There was
anyway,
no roadmap to a
let's just say I had a stomach problem, and I couldn't hold it in. And I what used to be termed in my day silent but deadly, and it was deadly all right.
I thought you were saying you shat yourself.
Same. I thought you were dropping a deuce in the pants, mate.
I really hope they were vinyl seats.
This is in his old Kingswood. Set the scene.
You farted in an enclosed space in front of a girl you were keen on.
And it was that bad that we both couldn't. I both drove it on with our heads stuck out.
20 years later, they got married.
No, we did not. That was the last I saw of her. I don't blame her.
I'm guessing this is like back in Amish country because people drop deuces in front of everyone these days all the time.
Yeah. No shame.
It's like a prerequisite. Actually, I did read something about that. They actually saying that because we're coming out with so many like different perfumes and chemical products, it's masking our scent and it's contributing to us picking the wrong partner because one way we're attracted to a person is by their natural scent. There's a whole article on
This I think
No, I've read
I've
much
read it,
the
but
same.
Joshua actually does the totally opposite when he goes out. He puts that.
I'll shower and like fucking 12 times and
He
fucking
put so much scent on and so many breath sweeteners and all that sort of thing that he couldn't smell anything else but himself.
yeah, man.
So are you saying that the natural scent of a person is a major contributing factor as to whether or not they
You're attracted to a person, yes, yeah. There's like quite a number of articles on it, man.
Yeah, I've read all the same stuff. So once upon a time, nobody put aftershave or deodorant or anything on. So part of the attraction process is the smell of the person.
Yeah, that
So
makes
they're-
sense. But in this day and age,
Who needs a fucking soundboard? We should just have Peter every week.
That was crazy.
I don't think that the scent of a person, like, yeah, if someone smells good, you're attracted to them. But are you talking about them?
There's a natural scent.
Yeah, does that mean, as in, it changes who you're attracted to in how you're ending up with the wrong person, or you're not compatible? Is that what you mean by that?
Well, so like in this, I read this with an article that was talking about divorce rate and relationship breakup and how it's increasing dramatically. Now, obviously, there's a whole bunch of factors like social structure and things like this and all the rest of it. But one of the contributors that they were saying is we're masking our natural scent. And that is that normally we wouldn't be attracted to. Now we've all woken up in the morning, and you all know you smell like a certain way.
Fucking unnatural.
It's your natural, your natural scent, and you know.
You're not talking
coming out
about
of your
BO.
pores. No, I'm talking about like a
You can't be talking about
obviously
BO.
you're going to be clean.
But some people are actually attracted to BO and smelly people. So, like, we're all different. Like, when we sweat as well. Like, some people, they sweat a tiny bit and you're like, holy fuck, you stink. Whereas, like, if I sweat profusely, I just smell like a little bit musky. Like, I don't, like, sweat. Like, a bit salty. I don't smell like tangy BO.
You got a sweet, salty musk about you.
No, it's
But no, it's true. It's true.
yeah, it's a
it is.
very
100% is true.
interesting read actually. Obviously, there's a fucking whole heap of
That's
other
what I mean.
factors that come into
If
it.
they're
It's
claiming
not,
that it's
not the sole thing of why people no, Ryan. It's
a contributor.
It's not the sole.
I don't know.
fucking
I still
thing.
call bullshit. I think it would be.
Why
It's
do you
just would
always
be
go the
difference
negative?
between- It's not the
Why do you
negative.
always
It's
argue?
just
You always
it's the
like to be
probability.
contrary.
The probability of you smelling someone's cologne instead of their natural odor being a contributing factor to you ending up with the wrong person is a crock of shit.
No.
I don't think so.
I just
'cause I know for a fact that we're like smell. You're is part of the way that you're attracted to a person.
Stripped back.
How do you know that as a fact?
Because it's been
we're all
scientifically proved.
No,
and
but
we're here for
all
science.
We all like the smell of fucking certain things.
Yeah, but so if you want to fuck someone and they smell nice, yeah, I get that. But how is that relating to a relationship failure?
No one's saying it is related to a relationship failure.
We're talking about an animalistic, like a core level, being attracted to the way someone smells as part of that, like, primal attraction.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. The point that was made was that
All right,
it's
so if
contributing to relationship failure. Because
No,
you can't
no,
smell
no,
the
he
person.
wasn't
No.
talking
It's
about
not
that.
contributing to relationship failure. It's if you strip everything away and you're only picking up on what that person smells like in a raw state, right? You're
Yeah.
more likely to find someone who you're genuinely attracted to than if everyone's putting fake stuff on and smelling different to what they do. And then you're like, oh, I like the smell of that today. And then you wake up with them in the morning, like Josh said, and they smell like they normally would on an everyday level.
I was
Yeah,
saying
but-
the
but-
article.
I've read all
was
these articles as
the
well. I agree with
article
that.
Was or the articles are in relation to a possibility of why fucking relationships break down.
Contributing
There's
factors.
Contributing factors. It's not the be all and end all, and they're not saying.
I
yes,
know
it
that.
is.
I get what
They're
you're
just
saying. I find the probability of that being it's a
See, I
very hard
don't.
stretch.
I don't at all because
I agree with it. Because
If you're
Yeah.
talking about how attractive you
if
find
you stink
someone-
like shit, I'm probably not going to want to be near. So
Yeah,
it's
but in
pretty
terms
simple.
of like whether you would fuck that person, sorry, Poida. In terms of if you would make love to that person,
that's not the relationship.
No,
We're
Yeah, I
not just
know,
talking
but that's
about.
what you're talking about is a physical attraction that you.
No, he's talking about marriages, breakdowns, and like a long-standing relationship with someone.
Yeah,
On a chemical level, if your natural smells align and you're like primarily attracted to that, it's a much better bond than the fakery of colognes and those scents.
However, can I say this? It's only one contributing factor. There's other factors.
Yeah.
There are other factors, yes.
For instance, I know that if Joshua was to see someone who she smelt, Joshua liked the smell of the person, but she was gross.
Dad just described her round like a fatty.
Yeah.
A fucking buffalo wearing a
Joshua
dress.
would run 100 miles.
Because he's shallow.
Oh, well, Shallow Hal had nothing on him then, did he?
that's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean. You can have someone who has the same smell as you that you really dig. That doesn't.
It's
fit
not
all
about
the
having
other
the same
categories.
smell. It's about having
Or
something.
having the smell that
The
you are
compliments,
attracted to.
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, and this is a learnt smell.
What a
It's not
fucking tangent
natu-
this is, by the way.
It's not a natural smell, but I like the smell. Now, all jokes aside, fucking hell, I like the smell of apple pie.
So do I.
Here we go. So if I
It was the
smell
inspiration for the movie.
like an apple pie candle or anything like that. Now, this is a learnt smell because my grandmother used to bake apple pie, and it was like absolutely divine.
She'd bake it for you, but she wouldn't bake it for me.
Yeah, because I'm better looking.
Thank you very much.
But so that's learnt. So I've learnt to relate
nostalgic.
to that smell. But if I smell it now, that's it. I'm fucking, mate, I'm jizzing in my pants.
He's not even kidding.
Yeah, apple pie, man. Apple pie, apple crumble, that's it. Done.
Like you have had an experience with a smell, e.g. the smell has been around when you've had this experience. Now, it could be a traumatic experience, it could be a good experience. When you are taken out of that situation and you smell that same smell again, it can bring back that
Sense of
good
association.
Memory.
or it can bring back that bad memory.
Yeah, it's a trigger.
Yeah.
But that's obviously a learned smell. I think like personal smells is very much so almost like ingrained in like instinctual sort of.
It might be right, but I would suggest to you that in this day and age, who gets to smell a person as they are in their raw, if you like to put it.
Well,
I mean,
everyone should if you live.
Everyone, yeah, if you live with someone, like freshly out of a shower, they should smell
Although-
pretty much like themselves. If they
No,
don't, unless
smell
they
like
put,
the soap.
well, unless
I
they-
would say
non-scented soaps, everything, right? Someone's out of a shower for a little bit, they should smell pretty close to what they do
think-
before they put perfume and
I
shit
think
on.
by morning, their natural smell.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, if you
Or in the morning, roll over.
so-
What do you smell like?
yeah, that's
All right,
pretty
okay.
good.
Yeah. Like, I'm not talking about go jump on a treadmill and stick your nose in someone's crutch and have a smell and be like, oh, you're hot. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
Unless you're into that.
But yeah, some people that works.
Gee whiz, I've learned a lot tonight.
Well,
have
we
as
like to think of ourselves as the next generation of teachers, Peter.
No, thank you. Thank you. Wow.
I don't think we're swaying Ryan on this one, just quietly.
Oh, of course you're not.
I don't think we sway Ryan on anything.
No, he just purposely
well-
decides to be contrary.
I just like this isn't me just being the devil's advocate. I just don't see like I haven't read the things that you've read as well. If you
Like I've read them and
Hang
I
on a
fucking
second.
identify with it. So maybe
The
that's
dark-
just
yeah,
not.
I can
the
identify
darker-
with
Maybe that's just
scent.
not a big thing for you.
No,
Maybe
I do get it. Like, because I am 100% on board with the natural sense and the impact that it has and that instinctual sort of side of things. But how that dictates the outcome of a relationship.
it's not the
not-
it's
well,
not
not
the determining
dictates.
factor.
I don't think it plays a notable part
I do.
in any part of a relationship.
I do. I think
No.
if your other half stinks like pollard steaming dog shit, I think.
Oh no! If you're with someone that you don't like the smell of, then of course that's going to affect you. But to say that perfumes are masking that, and it's a notable point in a failed relationship. Like if you're spending time with someone, you're going to end up smelling them at some point when you are spending time with them, and so you're going to have that. So whether it is you going against the grain of what your body's saying versus emotions
But
versus
if no one wore perfume, you wouldn't have gone there in the first place. If you didn't dig what you were smelling. So if if nobody wore perfume or cologne or anything, everyone was walking around au naturel,
yeah.
you'd only be honing in on the people that at an animalistic level you dig.
Don't you have to bop chicks on the head with a stick back then? And
Nah, you're telling me that you have never been attracted to someone that you would go there with, and then they'd have it like some sort of something that would put you off, but you'd still go there anyway.
Say that again.
Well, this conversation's had its due.
The last thing I would like to say, if I may,
Please bring this back around because that
I
was
would
a
say-
fair rabbit hole.
I value my Christianity very highly, but I don't see any problem with being a hunter and being a Christian.
no, it's not.
That's what I'm saying. But
Is
there are
there-
some people who
is
would
this-
say, "Oh, but you're killing animals." Well, where did your last steak come from? Someone had to kill that.
What if they're vegan?
Well, we're not talking about vegans. I'm talking about people who are normal, not people who are vegans, who have, for conscience sake, given up eating meat.
Have you had people raise that, like other people?
Yes, I've had people.
question your Christianity.
I've had people question me. I've had other teachers question me about that. And in fact, I've had another teacher have a go at me because I'm a hunter, and I eventually turned around after it kept going. I turned around and said, "All right, so you would rather lay 1080 or whatever it is bait out and kill indiscriminately everything, including our own fauna, native fauna, as opposed to a hunter using a rifle who identifies the target and only shoots the identified target."
Was it the drama teacher that said that?
No, it wasn't the drama teacher that said that. It was another tech studies teacher that said that. That's what I just thought I'd bring that up because I don't see any problem with that at all. And in fact, I like my son's video that he put up the other day, and he said, and there's a deer at his feet, and he's saying, I've just been out to the larder, wasn't it?
To the local grocery.
The local grocery store.
The larder.
The local grocery store. Yep.
Salada.
Peter, that is the perfect point to end this podcast. Even
That is it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should because otherwise we're just going to keep going down weird rabbit holes.
Such many a rabbit hole was wandered in tonight, wasn't it? It was great.
It really was. Anyway, hopefully to the listeners out there, you've gained an insight into the strange indoctrination of a young Joshua and what has made him turn into what he is today for your listening pleasure. And hopefully...
Meanwhile, Dad's having his fucking heart attack because he's old.
Anyway.
And I've shattered all your illusions about me.
I think we've
thought you just
shattered
said you
some
shattered.
illusions and solidified some others.
I think we just shattered.
Well, thank you very much, Peter, for your time coming on, mate. We very much appreciate it.
I've enjoyed
Thank you,
it.
Josh, for letting your dad come on.
I've enjoyed it. Thank
My
you very
pleasure.
much.
Thanks, Dad, for coming on.
Yeah,
All right.
We do love you here, Poida.
we really do.
We do.
The man,
Thank you.
the legend.
Well, I want to thank you for taking my shirt. That's terrific.
That's
always
all right.
keen.
Won't happen again.
You know the inheritance you were going to get? Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been Send It Mate podcast.
Thanks for listening.
Catch you, dude and dudettes.
Peace.
G'day, dude and dudettes. Josh here. Do you find it hard to keep your long, hard barrels free from gun STDs? maybe you need a clean out of your bore. If this is you, jump on over to highcaliber.com.au and use the promo code SENDITMATE to receive a 10% discount on all your gun cleaning needs. And remember, it's sexy to support Australian-made products. Everyone here at Send It Mate uses High Caliber, and we can promise you that it'll keep your firearms free from those pesky gun STDs.